Mark Carney's campaign collapses, support deteriorates, and his election hopes fade. In the current political landscape of Canada, the election campaigns are heating up and one candidate's prospects appear to be rapidly diminishing. Mark Carney, the new leader of the Liberal Party and Prime Minister, is facing significant challenges that threaten to derail his campaign as he seeks to secure a mandate from the Canadian electorate. The stakes are high, with public trust and party unity hanging in the balance. Recent reports have surfaced indicating troubling tactics employed by Carney's team. Allegations have emerged that his volunteers are engaging in unethical behavior by removing campaign signs from opponents, such as Barbara Ball, and replacing them with Carney's own. This kind of underhanded strategy not only reflects a desperate campaign but also raises questions about integrity within the Liberal Party. The lack of response from party leadership regarding these actions suggests they are struggling to maintain their footing in this election. Such tactics are alarming as they undermine the democratic process and contribute to a toxic political environment, fostering disillusionment among voters who expect fair competition. Compounding the issues within Carney's campaign, Liberal candidate Joy O'Donnell has faced scrutiny for allegedly placing her signs on private properties without the owner's consent. In one instance, after being confronted by residents, she left a note claiming it was a mistake. However, this behavior has not gone unnoticed by the public, and it risks alienating potential voters who believe in property rights and the importance of community consent. Voters expect transparency and respect in political campaigns, and incidents like these may push them away from the Liberals. O'Donnell's actions could be interpreted as a sign of overreach, further eroding trust in the party and highlighting a lack of respect for local constituents. In stark contrast, support for Conservative candidates is gaining momentum. Larry Brock, one of the leading figures in the Conservative camp, is currently enjoying a significant lead in the polls, reportedly with a striking 95% chance of winning. This statistic indicates a clear shift in voter sentiment and highlights the desperation within the Liberal ranks. O'Donnell's attempts to overshadow Brock's campaign are proving ineffective, as Brock's platform resonates with a broader base of voters who are looking for stability and clear policy directions. His message of fiscal responsibility and strong governance is appealing in a time of economic uncertainty, and it's evident that voters are responding positively to his vision for a prosperous Canada. The loss of confidence in Carney's policies is further emphasized by endorsements from prominent business leaders who are rallying behind Pierre Poilievre instead. Notably, former Scotiabank CEO Brian Porter's endorsement of Poilievre signals a shift in the business community's support, which could have lasting implications for Carney's campaign. This backing suggests that key economic players see Poilievre as the more favorable candidate, raising doubts about Carney's vision for Canada's future. In an era where economic recovery and growth are paramount concerns, the endorsement of Poilievre by influential figures may sway undecided voters who prioritize economic stability. The business community's pivot toward the Conservatives is indicative of a broader sentiment that may be difficult for Carney to counter. Moreover, the media coverage surrounding Carney's campaign has become increasingly critical, with journalists and political analysts scrutinizing every move he makes. The narrative of a faltering campaign is gaining traction, revealing a growing disconnect between Carney's leadership and public perception. This scrutiny is compounded by the fact that Carney has removed himself from several public engagements, which many interpret as a strategy to avoid further damaging his reputation. However, this withdrawal could be perceived as a sign of weakness, leading voters to question his leadership and commitment to transparency. The absence of a strong public presence may also contribute to further erosion of support among undecided voters who value accessibility and engagement from their leaders. The Liberal Party's hope for distractions in the media to shift focus away from their mounting challenges is another element of this precarious situation. The strategy seems to be an attempt to divert attention from internal strife and electoral missteps, but it risks backfiring. Voters are increasingly savvy and can see through attempts to manipulate the narrative. As such, Carney's team may find it difficult to regain lost ground if they continue to rely on diversionary tactics rather than addressing the substantive issues at hand. The public is looking for genuine leadership that confronts challenges head-on rather than sidestepping them. As Canadians prepare to head to the polls, The importance of staying informed and engaged cannot be overstated. The political climate is rapidly changing, and it is essential for voters to remain vigilant about the implications of their choices. Subscribing to reliable political channels, engaging in community discussions, and participating in town halls are crucial actions that can empower voters. With many facing censorship in the digital age, ensuring access to diverse perspectives is vital for a healthy democratic process. Engaged citizens can hold candidates accountable, demanding clarity on their platforms and positions. Election integrity must also be prioritized. Voters should familiarize themselves with the voting procedures, whether they choose to vote early or on election day. Ensuring that all protocols are followed will help maintain the integrity of the electoral process, reinforcing public trust in the outcome. Educating the electorate about their rights and the importance of participation is essential for a robust democracy. Grassroots initiatives aimed at increasing voter turnout and educating citizens on their voting rights are crucial in this election cycle. It is also worth noting the role of social media in shaping public perception during this election. Platforms like Twitter and Facebook have become battlegrounds for political discourse, where misinformation can spread rapidly. Candidates must navigate this landscape carefully, as their online presence can significantly impact their support. Carney's campaign, in particular, needs to harness these platforms effectively to counter negative narratives and engage with younger voters, who are increasingly influential in shaping electoral outcomes. The ability to connect authentically with constituents through social media could be a game changer in regaining lost support. As we move closer to the election, the landscape is evolving, and the challenges facing Mark Carney's campaign are becoming more pronounced. With dwindling support, unethical tactics, and a strong conservative opposition, Carney's hopes for re-election appear to be fading. The growing popularity of Brock and Poilievre suggests a potential shift in the political landscape that could redefine Canadian politics for years to come. It remains to be seen how Carney will respond to these challenges and whether he can reclaim the support of Canadians before it's too late. In conclusion, the upcoming election presents a critical moment for all Canadians. The choices made at the ballot box will shape the country's future direction, and it is imperative that voters are equipped with the information they need to make informed decisions. As the political arena heats up, all eyes will be on Mark Carney and his ability to turn his campaign around amid growing adversity. Whether he can overcome these challenges and secure the trust of the electorate remains an open question, one that will be answered in the coming weeks as the election draws near. The actions taken by Carney and his team in these final days will be crucial in determining not only their electoral fate, but also the future trajectory of the Liberal Party in Canadian politics.